Really been powering up lately. The home run ball is again part of their arsenal, especially in the month of August. We take a look at what's been a record-setting August for the Red Sox. And, of course, what they have done in the past average-wise from April through July. The record passes the previous mark set of 46 back in August of 2003. The Red Sox single-season month record is 55. That was in July of 03. And in 08, the White Sox are the last team with 50 home runs in the month of August. The Red Sox have been doing it with the long ball. With more on tonight's game, the third member of our broadcast team, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Don, the rookie Ricky Romero is having a pretty remarkable season for Toronto, especially if you take his 3 starts against the Red Sox out of the equation. Romero is 11-3 with a 3.24 ERA against the rest of the league, but has had trouble against the Red Sox. And I asked his pitching coach, Brad Arnsberg, why.
Ricky's stamina has been tremendous throughout the whole year for a first-year player and a kid that really wasn't even going to leave camp. He was one of our first send-downs, really, until we made a couple adjustments and gave him a couple starts, and he ended up making the team. To see where he was then and to see where he is now is really fun to watch. He's such a wonderful kid, and he's a tremendous athlete, and I'm really impressed with his stamina right now. He's still, he's 93, 94 when he wants to be. You don't see, a lot of the first-year freshman players, you'll see them, get to September, and my quote to these guys is, we're playing to get through October. We're not playing to try to finish September. And Ricky's kind of in that mold right now where I think he's kind of wanting to play in October, and that's exciting for me to see as a pitching instructor and a first-year player. So fingers are crossed for him.
Romero is 0-2 with a 10.50 ERA and 3 starts against Boston this year. Don?
Thanks very much, Heidi. We welcome in Jared Remy and Jerry. J.D. Drew is batting 8th, but batting well lately.
It really has. This reminds me of last year in June when he was the player of the month in the American League. That's right after David Ortiz went down with injury, and J.D. had a terrific month, and that's exactly what's happening right now. A couple of nights ago against the White Sox, hitting a home run, and in the ball game last night, early in the game, getting a base hit to drive in a run. He is on fire right now. When you look at the numbers through August, in 22 games, a .328 batting average, 6 home runs, and 13 RBIs. So the last 9 games, he's been a .440 hitter with 5 home runs and 8 runs batted in. So J.D. Drew really swinging the bat good. And Don, when you have a hitter like that hitting 8th in your lineup, you got a pretty darn good lineup.
Well, tonight for the Red Sox, it is Clay Buchholz who gets the start in Game 2 of the series. He's 2-3 on the year, and an ERA just up over 5. We're back at the first bit for Fenway right after this. The New England Sports Network. And by Toyota's official website for deals via Toyota.com. It is chilly, rainy, and wet at Fenway Park as the Red Sox and Toronto Blue Jays get ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series. And we may be kind of living with this throughout the night. 59 degrees to start the ball game tonight. Feels cooler and colder than that. The breeze is blowing in at 20 miles per hour, and a chance of more of this to continue throughout the night. And Jerry, a little surprised to see us start on time with a good development.
Never would have thought that about 2 o'clock this afternoon, but we are going to get going on time.
The Red Sox take the field, and as they do, let's check out the Toronto Blue Jays starting 9. Jose Batista's at third base, leading it off with Aaron Hill at second base. Adam Lynn is in left field, batting third, with Lyle Overbay at first base in the cleanup spot. Vernon Wells in center field, bats fifth, with Kevin Millar, the DH. Travis Snyder is in right field, batting seventh. John McDonald, the shortstop, bats eighth, and Raul Chavez does the catching and bats ninth. On the mound is Clay Buchholz. He comes in with a record of 2-3 in tonight's action, a 5.02 earned run average. The opponent hitting at .295 against him. His last victory was against these Blue Jays back on the 19th of August. Had a no decision last time out against Chicago as part of this homestand when 4 2/3 was roughed up, giving up 7 runs.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by TD Bank North. Tonight they are 6th in the league with 73 errors on the season. It'll be Mike Lowell at third base, Alex Gonzalez the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Kevin Youkilis at first. Left to right, Jason Bay, Jacoby Ellsbury, and J.D. Drew, and Victor Martinez doing the catching for Clay Buchholz.
Umpiring crew tonight, the plate is Fielding Culbreth with Jim Wolf at first base, Adrian Johnson at second base, and Gary Cederstrom is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Clay Buchholz ready to make his start here tonight at Fenway Park. As we heard from Terry Francona moments ago as part of our open segment, that if tonight had been rained out, they would have backed up Buchholz till tomorrow. But tonight is not going to be rained out. This game starts on time, and Terry Francona with a bit of a reshuffle in his rotation. And some bad news today, really, Jerry, for Tim Wakefield. His back kind of locking up on him once again.
Well, even though he pitched a great game the other night, Don, we saw it here. It still looked like he was having trouble moving around, and I guess it's flared up on him the last couple of days. He'll get checked out, I believe, on Monday. See if there's anything he can do, maybe with a shot, to try to help some of that discomfort. But not good news for the Red Sox today.
Well, Jose Batista about ready to get it started. It's settled in on the right side, a .229 average, 3 homers and 19 runs batted in. Buchholz ready with the first pitch of this one, and it's in there for strike one, and we're underway. Well, the record for Buchholz against the Blue Jays, career 2-2 with a 2.82 earned run average. This year against the Blue Jays, he's 2-0 with a 1.54. Breakdown is 2 earned runs in 11 2/3 innings pitched against the Jays this year. Of course, it was his first start in the majors in 2009 at Toronto back on July 17th, after beginning the first few months at AAA with the Pawtucket Red Sox. Batista fouls it off and is down 1-2.
Breeze tonight blowing straight in from center field. A very chilly, damp night here at Fenway Park. Fog covering the city.
Breaking ball for strike 3. How do you like that? Batista was ducking for cover, and it's in there for a third strike.
Batista, he had to be thinking that was going to be a fastball, because he just ducks out of the way of the curveball and it picks up the inside corner, completely fooled on that curveball by Clay Buchholz.
So 1 down, Aaron Hill, the batter. Hill reaches out and lifts one to left center field. Jason Bay over the wind, knocking it back, and Bay makes the catch. Wind to be a factor tonight. 2 down. So 2 down here in the first inning, and Adam Lynn coming up. Just under 300 now, 299. Good power numbers, 25 home runs, 80 runs batted in for Lynn.
Right now, Lynn on a 9-game hitting streak.
That's strike one from Clay Buchholz. The numbers during the streak you mentioned, a couple of doubles, a home run. Jays as a team ranked 5th in the American League in batting average. Hit at .268. 0-2.
Has that good changeup from Clay Buchholz down low below the knees. They quickly jump ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. As you mentioned, Don, it seems strange that lefties have hit .342 against Buchholz so far this season. You would think with that type of changeup, those numbers would be much lower.
Trying to grab the outside corner, can't, and it's 1-2. The inside corner this time, he can't get it. 2-2.
After working away consistently away from Adam Lynn, he tries to get him on the inside corner, just inside, according to the Amica pitch zone.
On the ground towards Gonzalez at shortstop. And a 1-2-3 first for Clay Buchholz. Scoreless as the Red Sox are coming to bat. Second base, Victor Martinez doing the catching. Kevin Youkilis at first base. David Ortiz is the DH. Jason Day in left field. Mike Roll back at third base. He bats 7th. J.D. Drew in the 8th spot, and Alex Gonzalez bats 9th at shortstop. On the mound tonight for the Toronto Blue Jays is Ricky Romero. Romero makes an appearance in his 22nd start of the year. 11-5 his record. 3.91 earned run average. Your opponent hitting at .271 against Romero. And a win last time out against Los Angeles, a 6-inning effort, and a quality start as he gives up just 2 earned runs in that outing. A streak earlier this year of 24 consecutive scoreless innings. Ready to work to Jacoby Ellsbury in the bottom of the first inning. Jose Bautista in on the grass at third as Ellsbury takes strike one.
The Red Sox have been a thorn in the side for Romero. He is 0-2 with an ERA of 10.50 in 3 starts this season against Boston.
14 earned runs in 12 innings pitched. Ellsbury shoots this down the left field line. Into the corner, Ellsbury headed for second base. Lynn will dig it out, but Ellsbury's going to double to start the bottom of the first inning.
Don, you mentioned Batista was playing way in. Even if he'd been back at normal position, it still would have been by him. A line shot going down that third base line by Ellsbury. Look how close Batista is. And he doesn't even have time to move after that line drive. It's a leadoff double for Jacoby Ellsbury.
So the quick start here for the Red Sox against Romero with Ellsbury at second base. And here's Dustin Pedroia. Is showing bunt, snap throw to second base, is going to hit Ellsbury and kick into right field. He will take third. He gets hit on the throw to second base as they try to catch him off the bag. And they charge Chavez with an error.
Looks like he gets Ellsbury right off the hand as he makes his way to third base. Pickoff attempt at second. And you can see the pain Ellsbury's in as he makes his way to third base. So the ankle the other night, tonight either the hand or wrist or elbow, somewhere in that area.
The third base with nobody out as Pedroia takes a hack and is down 0-2. Nice play by Chavez to gather that with Ellsbury just 90 feet away.
Back-to-back changeup from Romero. Fastball, breaking ball, changeup pitcher.
Foul back into the seats. Ball 2 strikes to Dustin Pedroia with Ellsbury at third base, nobody out. We're in the Boston first inning. To left and a base hit for Dustin Pedroia. From third base comes Jacoby Ellsbury, and the Red Sox lead it 1-0.
Yeah, most of the pitches in that at bat had been away from Dustin Pedroia. He tries to sneak the fastball by him inside, and Pedroia just cleans it out. So a couple of shots by Batista, the third baseman. Ellsbury going to his right and Pedroia to his left.
So Pedroia at first base, nobody out. Victor Martinez, the batter, doing the catching tonight. And combined numbers between Boston and Cleveland: 20 homers, 85 runs batted in. It's strike one from Ricky Romero. And from the right-handed batter's box tonight, the .253 average right-handed. Martinez, a quiet series against the White Sox, 2 for 13. Had a hit here last night in the first game of this series against the Jays. Ground and into right field, a base hit. Pedroia takes second base, and the single by Victor Martinez. Those three batters all have hits for the Red Sox in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, Victor Martinez takes the changeup and goes to the opposite field with it. Changeup down and away, doesn't try to pull the ball, goes the other way and picks up the base hit. So this is kind of starting out for Romero like his other two starts, 3 starts, I should say, against the Red Sox.
A 2 on, nobody out, a run in. And Kevin Youkiel is the batter. Part of our key matchup, and it's brought to you by your New England Acura dealers. 8 for 5 against Ricky Romero. A couple of home runs. Close to 22 home runs on the season. Overall, 74 runs batted in. Bounces in. Chavez knocks it down. No advance for the base runners. Joy at second base. Martinez at first base, and nobody out. Goes down as that one's inside at 94, 3-1.
Romero, who has basically been staying away, this time up and in on Kevin Youkiel. Trying to go inside of Dustin Pedroia, but Pedroia cleaned it out for a base hit. That time Youkiel's just getting out of the way of the high fastball.
Swing and a miss and a full count now.
After the high fastball up and in, back to the changeup.
Coffey waits on deck. Nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss. Gets the fastball by Youkiel, strikes him out. There's the first out in the bottom of the first.
Now the key pitch in that at bat was that 3-1 changeup he threw to Youkiel. A fastball count. He throws him the changeup. He runs it to 3-2, then throws the fastball right by him. So Romero finally picks up the first out of the ball game for him.
One down for David Ortiz. 230 with 22 home runs, 78 runs batted in. David Ortiz has 34 career home runs against the Blue Jays. Tied with Jim Rice for 8th all time against Toronto. Ken Griffey Jr. is up next with 35 home runs. Here's strike one to Ortiz. Really good against the Blue Jays, but good against Ricky Romero. 5 for 7 against Romero. Inside, gets away from Chavez. The runners will move up. Pedroia to third base, Martinez to second base with one out.
Well, two guys have avoided being hit so far in the first inning. Kevin Youkiel on a high fastball up and in, and now David Ortiz finds some way to get out of the way of this inside fastball. Ball bounces around and all the way back to the backstop. So now Ortiz has 2 men in scoring position.
Looking at something in his eye as he backed out. An impressive last 13 games for David Ortiz. 7 home runs during that stretch. A home run total of 22 now in the year. Waiting on a 1-1 from Romero. and it's 2-1.
Here's an infield shift you don't see very often. You have 3 guys on the right side, but they are all playing at about double play depth, hoping that that's enough to keep Pedroia at third base on any kind of ground ball.
Snap throw to third, and out at third base is Pedroia. He got his hand stepped on in the process, but he is gunned down at third base.
What a quick release by Chavez, the catcher, on this pickoff attempt at third base. Pedroia well down that line. You try to get back on the line so the ball hits you in the back. It does not. It gets over his shoulder. And then the tag put on by third baseman Batista. So big out there.
So now 2 down. Victor Martinez at second base. David Ortiz ahead in the count, 3-1. Ortiz swing and a miss, 95 and a fastball that time.
One of the reasons Pedroia was so far down the line, when you look at the defense, the way it's set up, that third baseman is way off the back, so you can get a bigger lead. Once Chavez saw that, they put the play on, and they were able to get him at third base.
Ortiz strikes out. Romero battles back, but the Red Sox get a run and lead it 1-0. Up 1-0. Lyle Overbay leading it off for the Jays. Taking strike one from Clay Buchholz. Lyle Overbay, Vernon Wells, and Kevin Millar featured here in the second inning for Toronto. Overbay's been batting in this cleanup spot, 19th straight game for him in that capacity. Mentioned last night, the Jays certainly with a different look to their roster with the trade of Alex Rios and for Scott Rowland leaving Toronto. Two guys are in the middle of their order on a regular basis this season, so Overbay moves up. Swings through that, and it's 1-2.
Slider from Clay Buchholz to quickly get ahead of Overbay, 1-2.
Shot right side softly at Youkilis. Buchholz there to cover the bag. And there's the first out of the second. Let's check in for the first time tonight with Heidi.
Giving up 7 earned runs in 4 2/3 innings, but pitching coach John Farrell told me he thinks they figured out what the problem was.
The outings leading up to his last game, he certainly kept us in every ball game. Pitched a very good game up in Toronto prior to the game here against the White Sox. We felt like there was maybe a little bit of a tipping of the pitch that caused him 5 runs on 2 swings. And I know we've talked about some home runs here tonight that guys have given up. But as long as Clay goes out and executes his 4-pitch mix like he's done for the most part, this is a very good hitting fastball team that we know of. And he's got an assortment of secondary pitches that he can keep that lineup in check.
Buchholz has given up 3 earned runs or less in 6 of his 8 major league starts this season. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. So far, so good for Clay Buchholz. He's retired the first 5 Toronto Blue Jays that he's faced tonight. 2 ground ball outs here in the second inning. And it brings up Kevin Millar. He's had no success with Buchholz so far. Millar 0 for 5 in his career against Clay Buchholz as he settles in. Take strike 1 over the outside corner. And Clay Buchholz has allowed 3 earned runs or less in 6 of his 8 starts this season. 2 or less on 5 occasions. And both of his victories this year have come against these Toronto Blue Jays. As he comes into tonight's action at 2-3. A scoring change on Ortiz was at bat. Initially had been charged a wild pitch to Ricky Romero. They've changed it to a passed ball. Charged to Raul Chavez. Advance the base runners. Neither scored as it turned out. They picked Pedroia off third base, and Victor Martinez was left at second base. And so Chavez also made a very nice play as they were able to throw out Dustin Pedroia at third base. Here's strike 2 to Millar.
Buchholz got away with that pitch, a high changeup to Kevin Millar. Millar just looks at it.
Diving is Gonzalez from one knee. His throw to first is going to be close, and they just didn't get him. Very close. You got Millar running, so you knew he had a chance.
And because he has to throw from his knee, he skips that ball to first base. And with the infield being a little bit damp because of all the rain, you hope you might get that good skip to first base. Still a very close play. Terry Francona out.
Wow, out. Terry Francona out there to argue with Jim Wolf. Conversation is brief, but Gonzalez thought he had him.
What a play by Gonzalez.
It is a hit for Kevin Millar. The first hit of the night for the Toronto Blue Jays, their first base runner. Here's Travis Snyder, the right fielder for the Jays. In the 8th inning of last night's game, Travis Snyder tried to score, and it turned out to be a huge play and a great block by Jason Varitek, that left leg. And he really could have been hurt, but made a great play to keep him from scoring. The Red Sox go on to win. Varitek on the bench tonight, with Victor Martinez doing the catching. inning on an 0-2. Two and two. Strike three call. Over the inside corner, gets it. Second K for Buchholz. 1-0. Red Sox lead. For the most part, and tough to see the skyline as it has been lightly drizzling here at Fenway after a lot of rain came through the area overnight. And it's a good thing the Red Sox finished up their business last night because the rains came and they didn't stop until late this afternoon. We get underway on time tonight. This game 2 of the series. It's time for the bottom of the second inning, and Jason Bay takes ball 1. It's Bay, Lowell, and Drew, 6, 7, and 8 for Boston here in the second inning. And a big home run last night for Bay. He's now got 29 on the season.
Bay with those 92 runs batted in puts him third in the league behind Teixeira and Justin Morneau of the Minnesota Twins.
Strike one. It's 2-1. Jason Bay with 9 home runs in his last 20 games. Swings through that, and the count evens at 2-2.
Excellent change up there by Romero.
Talk about all the home runs the Red Sox have had in August. Jason Bay's got 9 of them. And he gets hit and heads down to first base. Hit to begin this bottom of the second inning.
After an excellent changeup, Romero tries to snap off a curveball. The ball actually bounces and then hits Jason Bay. There's the bounce, and it gets Bay right off the backside.
So Bay at first, second straight inning. Red Sox have had the lead runner on. Here's Mike Lowell. last night off, back in the starting lineup tonight. As the rotation continues, Jason Varitek made the start last night as the catcher. So Youkilis was at third base, and Mike Lowell had the night off. Well, the 9-game hitting streak come to an end on Thursday. Takes ball 2-0. He wants to be in there anytime the Red Sox play the Toronto Blue Jays, and here's why. He was third against them as far as career average goes at .333. Pretty good list. 200 at bats against Toronto. On the ground down the third baseline, foul. Reaches on and lines it down the right field line. A fair ball. Jason Day headed for third. He'll be stopped there. Lowell to second base on a double. Ball gets away as they miss the cutoff man, but no further advance. It's second and third. Nobody out for the Red Sox in the second.
Now, so far in this game, the changeup has been pretty good for Romero, but he leaves this one up and out over the plate, and Mike Lowell takes it to the opposite field for the double. Ball was supposed to be down away. It stays up in the zone. Low reaching out and punching the ball to the opposite field. Gets stuck down in the mud down in the warning track. And the Red Sox quickly have second and third and nobody out.
It's a 24th career double for Mike Lowell in 65 games against the Jays. Second and third, nobody out. And J.D. Drew, the batter. Look out. Fastball at 93 up and in.
Now Romero may be trying to send a message to these Red Sox hitters. This is a team that has given him trouble all season long and given him trouble again early in this ball game.
J.D. Drew with runners at second and third. In again, and it's 2-0. Nothing has really been consistent so far for Ricky Romero. Did strike out Youkilis and Ortiz to end the first inning. They at third, Lowell at second base. Nobody out here in the second inning. 3-1. Strike over the inside corner. Drew thought he had ball 4. And Culbreath has the plate tonight. Balls it. Strike 2.
That's a pitch that J.D. usually gets in his favor, and it was inside.
Does get ball 4 in the end and heads down to first base with the first walk given up by Romero. For charitable casino night of games, music, and fun, come to Mike Lowell's Club 25 night at the Copa. After the game tomorrow night at the new House of Blues, a limited number of $25 tickets are available for the event. Call 617-226-6800 or visit RedSoxFoundation.org for more info. Advance tickets are required and proceeds benefit the Mike Lowell Foundation programs for low-income families struggling with cancer and inner-city youth baseball. It's tomorrow night, so you're running out of time. Bases loaded, nobody out. Now it's Gonzalez. Hits it on the ground right side softly. Overbay is going to come home for the force out, and they get it. Jason Bay retired at the plate. A nice scoop by Chavez, the catcher.
Yeah, nice play on both ends. Overbay and the catch of Chavez. I didn't expect Overbay to come home at all on that particular play. I thought he was going to go to second base to try to get the force out there. Instead, he comes home and cuts down a run. Overbay's had a fine defensive year over at first base. Only made 2 errors on the season.
So 1 down, bases loaded, and it's to the top of the order for Jacoby Ellsbury. A double in the first inning. And 4 Boston hits already off Ricky Romero, who's kind of living a charmed life right now. Red Sox have had all kinds of chances and only gotten to him for 1 run so far. Ellsbury chops it towards short. McDonald is second for 1. On to first base for 2. And Romero gets out of another mess as the Red Sox lead it 1-0. At 37C off Route 93. Furniture shopping will never be the same. Third inning back at Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 1-0. Clay Buchholz ready to deal with John McDonald, who lines one to third, reeled in by Mike Lowell. Mike elevated right at the right time as he was in on the grass at third and pulls it in for out number 1.
A snow cone catch here by Mike Lowell. A lot of white showing on that ball in the glove. But the result, an out. That ball was hit pretty hard by McDonald. Not much reaction time at all for Lowell down at third base.
1 down here in the third inning. John McDonald's had a tough year at the plate. Raul Chavez, 264, 2 homers, 13 runs batted in, doing the catching. Barajas with the night off, at least to start the night, as Chavez takes strike one. 36th start for Chavez, a 256 average. He's been terrific in throwing out would-be base stealers, 40% on the year, 15 out of 37 he's gone down. Count 1-2.
Good movement on that two-seam fastball by Clay Buchholz. You see the late action on it, going back down and inside to Chavez.
Strike 3 call. Third strikeout for Clay Buchholz. 2 down in the third.
Well, Buchholz's strikeout high for the season is 5. He did that against the Oakland Athletics, already with 3 in this ball game. And some of these pitches are unhittable pitches.
So 2 down, back up top for Jose Bautista, second time through now. Bautista struck out looking in the first inning. That's a fly ball out towards right center field. Jacoby Ellsbury on the run will get back there to make the catch as he runs onto the track. The 1-2-3 third, little help from his friends. It's 1-0 Red Sox. Just 1 run to show for it. Romero came back with back-to-back Ks in the first to get out of that jam. And then the Red Sox had him loaded in the second, could not score. And Jacoby Ellsbury to ground into an inning-ending double play. And here we go on the bottom of the third. Pedroia takes strike 1. He singled to drive in the game's only run in the first inning, but then was picked off third base by the Jays catcher Raul Chavez. It didn't go, says first base umpire Jim Wolf.
That changeup that Romero throws, the late action on it is almost like a split-fingered fastball as it dips down and out of the strike zone.
coming in with an 11-5 record. 23rd start of the year. Frame by Chavez. Thought they had him, but it's ball 2-2-2. Ricky Romero, a 6th overall pick in 2005. Cal State Fullerton. The Tigers win a national championship in 04. College World Series against the Texas Longhorns. Back up the middle. Hill can't get it. It's under his glove and into center. Dustin Pedroia with his second hit of the night.
Dustin Pedroia likes hitting against Romero. Is 2 for 5 coming into the game. Is 2 for 2 already. A changeup that's down but stays on the inside part of the plate. And actually the glove gets over the ball that time on the dive by Aaron Hill.
So Pedroia at first, 3rd straight inning. The Red Sox have had the lead runner on. And here is Victor Martinez, singled in the 1st inning. Victor with 20 home runs. It is the 4th time in his career that he's had 20 home runs or more in a season. 1-0 is inside. 2-0. Chops it softly towards Batista on the run, and in plenty of time to get Victor Martinez for the first out of the inning. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Well, Don, the Red Sox revolving door continues. Today, the Sox optioned right-handed pitcher Junichi Tazawa to the Gulf Coast League. Tazawa went 2-3 with a 6.65 ERA in 5 games with Boston. The Sox also recalled right-handed pitcher Marcus McBeth from Pawtucket. He is active for tonight's game. And in yet another trade, Boston acquired outfielder Joey Gathright from the Orioles for 2 players to be named later. GM Theo Epstein and company have certainly been busy this month. Don?
Sure has, and not all of them have stayed for very long. Guys coming and going, and it's been a little bit wild. Joey Gauthright's an interesting pickup, a guy who's got very good speed. We've seen him in the past in Tampa Bay and in Kansas City.
I'll keep in mind, too, in just a few short days, the rosters can expand to 40, so number of players to be called back to the Red Sox.
There's Marcus McBeth, who's been called up a couple of times this year by the Red Sox.
Hasn't pitched, has he? I don't believe he's pitched.
No, he hasn't. He's been in the bullpen a few times. He had one stint earlier this season, July 31st through August 1st. Did not appear in a game. 42 games, 1 start for the Paw Sox this year. 2-2. With 1 out, Pedroia at second base. Youkilis waiting on a 1-0. To the left side into left field, a base hit. Dustin Pedroia will take third base on the single by Kevin Youkilis. It's first and third and 1 down.
They were keeping Pedroia close at second base, and he was going back toward the bag of the contact to left field, and no chance for Pedroia to score. Good charge put on the ball by Adam Lynn out there in left field.
So they're at the corners with 1 out for David Ortiz, who struck out swinging first time up. This is the 50th pitch of the night for Ricky Romero. Ortiz takes strike 1. Almost gets hit. Trying to back out of the way. It's 1-1. Breaking ball.
Notice down at third base, Dustin Pedroia not getting quite as far off the bag as he did last time when he eventually got picked off down there at third base. And that was with David Ortiz at the plate.
Outside for ball 2. Tipped. Chavez takes it, and it's 2-2. Tonight's Chevy Equinox August road trip contest contestant is Rose Kilbride of Malden, Mass. If a Boston player hits for the cycle in tonight's game, Rose will win a 2010 Chevy Equinox, the most fuel-efficient crossover vehicle on the highway. Red Sox threatening again. They have a 1-0 advantage, but runners at first and third with 1 out. Ortiz has a full count.
Last time Romero struck out David was on a fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts to Youkilis and Ortiz back in the first inning.
Jason Bay waits on deck, 1 out. Roy at third base, Youkilis at first base. Leonard first goes as Ortiz grounds it foul. Goes back to the bag. He was running on the 3-2 pitch last time. Ricky Romero has had trouble with left-handed hitters. They're batting at a .312 clip against Ricky Romero. 23 of the 48 hits he's given up have gone for extra base hits against lefties. What Ortiz does here, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Youkilis had taken off with the pitch. And Youkilis takes second on the strikeout of Ortiz. David down by way of the K for the second time tonight.
Yeah, curveball this time to pick up the strikeout. Last time it was the fastball. This time a breaking ball well out of the strike zone. Nice block by the catcher Chavez. That'll keep the man at third base. But Youkilis does get on second. So 2-minute scoring position with 2 outs. Really hasn't been pretty to this point for Romero at all, but still only the 1 run on the board for the Red Sox.
So to throw 56 pitches along the way. He's got 2 outs in the third, second and third. And here's Jason Bay. He was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Take strike 1 from Ricky Romero. Roy at third base, Kevin Youkilis at second base with 2 outs in the inning. And it's quickly 0-2. Two outs and runners in scoring position. The Red Sox have the right guy up. 322 for Jason Bay on the year. And even better lately, 6 for his last 10 in this category. He thought about it, holds off, and the count evens at 2-2. Waits on deck. Bounces in and is grabbed by Chavez in a hop, full count.
It's almost like the one that hit him in his first at bat. Ball bounced and hit Jason Bay. Once again, Romero breaks off the curveball. Terrific play again by Chavez behind the plate. Made a couple in this particular at bat to Jason Bay, saving a run.
Just missed for ball 4, and Bay heads down to first base. Bases loaded again. There's his second free pass served up by Ricky Romero. After our Sox coverage, stay with Nesson for Sports Desk, presented by FW Webb. When remodeling a bath or kitchen, turn to FW Webb showrooms at Frank Webb's Bath Centers. Host Cole Wright will recap all the highlights from the AL wildcard race. You get an update on Tom Brady's shoulder injury from last night against the Redskins. Plus, Tiger Woods looks to move up the leaderboard at Barclays. It's all coming up immediately following our Red Sox coverage. Bases loaded, 2 down here in the third inning. Chance for Mike Lowell, hit a double his first time up. Strike one.
Talk about the Red Sox having their chances. 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position so far in this ball game.
We've left 3 men on. Look out, almost hit him, and it's 1-1. Ball holds off, hits the dirt, and it's 2-1.
This is almost like spring training practice for Chavez, the catcher, blocking balls in the dirt. There's been a number of them so far in this game, and a number of them especially in this inning.
Infield about straight away on Mike Lowell. Bases loaded for the Red Sox, 2 down in the inning. Lowell fouls it off, and it's 2-2. So Romero will strike away from getting out of yet another tough situation. Roy at third base, Youkilis at second base, Bay at first, and 2 down in the inning. An 18-minute wait so far for Clay Buchholz, who through the first 3 innings has given up just 1 hit, an infield single. Lowell hits it down the line at third, but foul. Look at the fastball that time and didn't miss by a lot. Lowell sends it down to first base. Overbay is there, and he'll take it to the bag, and Romero's out of the jam again. Red Sox have left 6 men on through the first 3, but lead it 1-0. One nothing Red Sox on top of the Toronto Blue Jays as we play along to the 4th inning. 2, 3, and 4 for the Jays. A 22-minute wait for it. Clay Buchholz. And his first pitch is in there for strike 1 to Aaron Hill. He'll fly it out to left field here in the first inning. Check swing foul, and it's 0-2. It's time now to bring you up to speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind. And the only hit off Clay Buchholz so far in this game, and it should have been an out. Gonzalez appeared to get Kevin Millar at first base. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. Wolf called him safe at first base, and it's the only base runner so far tonight for the Toronto Blue Jays. 0-2 to Aaron Hill. This is inside. It's 1-2.
So far in this game, Don, Buchholz is 11 for 11 in first pitch strikes.
He has 3 strikeouts through the first 3 innings. And ahead of Aaron Hill, 1-2. Three, full count. Lynn waiting on deck, then Lyle Overbay expected here in the top half of the 4th inning. I don't think Clay Buchholz is used to getting his run support. 38 runs in 43 innings that he's pitched this year. It's the 5th highest total in the American League since he came up on July 17th. But so far, just the 1 run tonight. To third, and Lowell makes the grab for the first out of the 4th inning. When you want pizza and a Coke delivered right to your seats, it's Papa time. Call Papa Gino's for delivery and you'll be automatically entered to win Red Sox tickets plus in-game delivery. Visit NESN.com for details. They did. Out in the 4th inning. Adam Lynn, the batter, grounded out to short. And swings through, strike 1.
Right now, Buckhouse has pretty good command of at least 2 of his pitches, his fastball and his changeup. Missed that last time with the curveball.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Right back to a curveball again, this time a much better curveball, and no contact by Adam Lynn.
Guys that has had success against Buchholz, 3 for 9. Has no success this time. He strikes out looking. 4th strikeout for Buchholz, 2 down.
Just had the appearance that Adam Lynn was looking for something off speed because he takes a fastball right down the middle of the plate for the 2nd out of the inning.
The line for Clay Buchholz, 43 pitches. A lot of strikes tonight. He's got 2 outs in the 4th inning. And here's Lyle Overbay, grounded out to first base. Next one on the ground, this time to Gonzalez at shortstop. And it's a 1-2-3 4th inning. We're through 3.5 from Fenway. 1-0 Red Sox. Bottom of the fourth inning, it's 1-0. The Red Sox on top. They've out-hit the Jays 6-1. Had plenty of chances. They left the bases loaded in the third inning. And the Red Sox have left 6 men on base through the first 3, but it's J.D. Drew leads it off here in the fourth, and more Ricky Romero. Romero is now about to throw his 70th pitch of the night. He goes back into that shift defensively for J.D. Drew. And Drew taps it foul, down 0-2. Time now for tonight's Aflac Trivia question. We've got you under our wing. Question tonight is, who holds the Blue Jays' single-season home run record? I'll have the answer for you in a little while. He takes it inside for ball 1, 1-2.
Well, so far, Don, this has been a frustrating night for the Red Sox offense. They've had base runners all over the place, but only the 1 run coming back in the first inning.
It's second and third. 1 out in the first. Bases loaded in the second. Bases loaded in the third. The only run they have gotten tonight is Dustin Pedroia's single in the first inning, knocked in Jacoby Ellsbury from third base. It's a difference in the game. We've got fabulous pitching so far through the first 4 from Clay Buchholz. Drew takes ball 2, and it's 2-2. Buchholz through the first 4 innings has thrown 44 pitches and given up an infield hit. That's been it. There's 4 strikeouts, no walks. It had been 0-2, but Drew patiently has a full count now, 3-2. Los Angeles native Ricky Romero on the mound tonight for the Toronto Blue Jays. Drew with the shift on, gets it through the shift into right field. J.D. Drew has been aboard twice, a walk and now a single. And for the 4th straight inning, the Red Sox have the lead runner on.
Well, we highlighted in the open tonight how hot J.D. Drew has been in this month of August, and it continues tonight. A walk and now the base hit through the shift. Diving John McDonald cannot come up with it. August batting average for J.D. Drew goes up to .338.
Good runner on here in the 4th inning. Alex Gonzalez, the batter. Low throw and dug out by Overbay.
Overbay has made a couple of nice plays defensively at first base, one in particular to home plate. Now he saves J.D. Drew from getting in a scoring position by picking that ball on one hop.
Up and away, 2-0 to Alex Gonzalez. A winner last time out against Los Angeles, 6-inning effort, giving up 2 earned runs. Lost against his last loss against Baltimore. Prior to that, he won 3 straight: Cleveland, Seattle, and at Baltimore. He drops in there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Well, 2 balls, 1 strike. The possibility of a hit and run on this pitch.
Stolen base numbers are not very good this year for J.D. Drew. 2 stolen bases, but he's been caught 4 times. And the Yankees winning today 10-0. There's a pop-up foul off first base. Overbay gives chase, but it's back into the seats. This season, the Red Sox limo package provides fans with a luxurious and worry-free trip to and from Fenway Park. A Rooster Coach limousine will bring your group of 10 to the park, where you'll enjoy the game from the new right field roof box seats. Book your Red Sox limo package now by visiting redsox.com/limo. This is the 80th pitch of the night for Ricky Romero. And it's a 2-2 to Gonzalez. Backs out of the way, full count. Drew takes off. Gonzalez strikes out, and Drew has been caught for the 5th time this year. So strike him out, throw him out. I told you how good Chavez is, just over 40% as far as throwing out base runners, and he throws out another.
Well, he makes a terrific play here. It's a changeup that's going to bounce. He picks it up on the bounce, and then the throw to second base. Very nice play by Chavez to catch it. The bounce to second baseman Hilly applied the tag to J.D. Drew, so strike him out, throw him out for the Toronto Blue Jays.
So the base is empty now, 2 down for Jacoby Ellsbury. He's 1 for 2.
Chavez there had a changeup that he had to deal with, plus a changeup in the dirt, and still gets the runner at second base.
The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports. Speaking of stolen bases, Jacoby Ellsbury, he is the league leader with 55. He has surpassed Carl Crawford, who's at 54. On the ground right side, it is Overbay who needs help. Romero's there, and he gets out number 3. We have played 4 full from Fenway. The Red Sox lead it 1-0. 1-0 advantage. Hit department 7-1. Red Sox leading in that category, but nothing more than a run to show for it. Clay Buchholz has been outstanding. One infield hit for Kevin Millar, the only base runner of the night for the Jays, as Vernon Wells leads it off here in the 5th. Wells grounded out to third base in the 2nd inning. Millar and Schneider to bat here in the 5th inning. 4 strikeouts so far tonight for Clay Buchholz. He's not walked anybody. Outside for ball 3, 3-1. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk for Wells. Just the first walk given up by Clay Buchholz. And the first time tonight, the Blue Jays have had the lead runner on. It's time now for tonight's trivia question answer, brought to you by Aflac. We've got you under our wing. The answer, well, first the question: who holds the Blue Jays single season home run record? George Bell hit 47 home runs back in 1987. Carlos Delgado hit 44 in 1999. The most by a Toronto lefty. Jose Cruz Jr. hit 34 back in 2001. The most by a Toronto switch hitter. George Bell leading that category, 47 in 1987. Kevin Millar batting for the 2nd time tonight, reached on an infield hit in the 2nd. Inside, and it's 2-0 to Kevin Millar. Buchholz here in control trouble here in the 5th inning. A leadoff walk to Wells, and he falls behind Millar quickly, 2-0.
Yeah, for the first time tonight, struggling just a little bit right now. You mentioned the leadoff walk to Vernon Wells. Has missed with a changeup and a fastball to Kevin Millar.
Well, 3 and it's 3-0. They're cruising right along, and now this all of a sudden for Clay Buchholz. And then for strike 1, taken all the way is Millar, and it's 3-1. To left field, Bay back a step or two to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Millar retired, and Wells back to the bag at first. This week's Ultimate Red Sox Show is a special Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon edition. Join Heidi tomorrow at noon as she takes a look at the people behind the event and those who benefit from your generous gifts on the Ultimate Red Sox Show, presented by Arbella Insurance, here for good. A successful couple of days. And we thank all of Red Sox Nation who have participated and contributed to the WEI NESN Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. And all the volunteers who worked very hard over those 48-hour period here at Fenway Park and late into the night. Travis Snyder struck out looking first time up, grounds one towards second base. Pedroia to second for one, on to first for two. Double play ends the top of the fifth. We're halfway through this one. Red Sox lead it 1-0. Once. It was back in the first inning when Jacoby Ellsbury doubled. He'd be driven in on a single by Pedroia. The difference in the game, Dustin is 2 for 2 individually. He is single to left field, single to center, and has the game's only RBI. Ricky Romero's been living dangerously, to say the least. He's had to throw a lot of pitches along the way. He's 86 pitches, the first batter here of the fifth.
Yeah, really hasn't found a good groove so far in this game, but still just a 1-0 ball game.
Bates, Pedroia doesn't chase. 93, and it's 2-1. Framed by Chavez, hoping to grab that outside corner, but it's ball 3, 3-1.
Romero's shaking his head as he heads back on the mound. He thought he had a strike.
There's a strike, and it's a full count. the ground towards the shortstop, John McDonald. He erases Pedroia for the first time tonight. There's one out here in the 5th. Well, the Patriots are close to kicking off the regular season. Go to NESN.com/Catherine for Catherine Tappan's take on the latest out of Foxborough. That's NESN.com/Catherine. One out here in the 5th inning. Victor Martinez coming up. Victor with a single in the first inning. He grounded out to third base in the 3rd. A 1-for-2 night. Gets it in there for strike 1. Back to the breaking ball again.
That might have been the best breaking ball he's thrown all night. First pitch curveball to get ahead.
That one's in there for strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2. We saw the numbers earlier, the trouble he's had with the Red Sox. 0-2, a 10.50 ERA in 3 starts against Boston. But tonight into this 5th inning with 1 out. Victor Martinez strikes out. Here's the 5th K of the night for Romero. 2 down.
3 straight curveballs from Romero to Victor Martinez to pick up the strikeout. His strikeout high in the season is 9. He did that against the Philadelphia Phillies in interleague play.
So 2 down here in the 5th inning for Kevin Youkilis. Strikeout victim in the 1st. He singled in the 3rd. 1-for-2. Youkilis thought about it, didn't pull the trigger, and take strike 1. The Red Sox against the Jays this year, 9-4. And for one more 3-game set left here, it'll be at Fenway Park, 28th through the 30th of September. Red Sox are done going to Toronto this year. They've been up there for their 3 visits already. Youkilis gets hit. He will take first base with 2 outs. Hit again. Paul Assard, Terry Francona out to check on him.
Sounded like it got part of Youkilis and part of the knob of the bat. Youkilis has now been hit 13 times this season. That is 4th most in the American League.
So the Red Sox have a base runner with 2 down in the inning. And David Ortiz coming up. Romero will be throwing his 100th pitch here of the night to David Ortiz, a guy that he has handled on the night. Ortiz struck out in the 1st inning and then struck out in the 3rd inning, both times swinging. Into the shift, it's the shortstop McDonald who throws out Ortiz and concludes the 5th inning. We played 5 from the Fens. It's 1-0 Red Sox. For the Toronto Blue Jays, John McDonald, Raul Chavez, and Jose Bautista to face Clay Buchholz, who got through the 5th inning. Had a brief spell of wildness. He walked the first batter last inning. Got line out of Millar and then got Snyder to ground into a double play. Look at the lines for both starters tonight, and Romero at an even 100 pitches. Clay Buchholz could not get through the 5th inning in his last outing. He lasted 4 2/3 against the White Sox and gave up a season high 7 runs. Drops in there for strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2 to John McDonald. Framed by Victor Martinez, but it's ball 1-1-2. In a 4 strikeout night for Clay Buchholz. He has walked 1 batter and given up only 1 hit through the first 5. Swing and a miss. Make it strikeout number 5 of the night for Clay Buchholz.
And that'll tie a season high for Clay Buchholz. 5 strikeouts. Did it against the Oakland Athletics. Now tonight against the Blue Jays. Puts McDonald away with the slider.
So 1 down. Raul Chavez coming up. He struck out looking in the 3rd inning. Chop softly towards 3rd. Lowell quickly gathers and throws out the Blue Jays catcher for out number 2. And speaking of Mike Lowell, it's time now for the Coors Light freeze can. John McDonald was up in the 3rd inning to lead it off, and a rocket towards 3rd, rising, and Lowell able to make the catch on the snow cone. Coors Light freeze can brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Mike's had a good night defensively, as always, down there at third base. It's an assist on out number 2 of this inning. And it's back up top for Jose Bautista.
Well, third basemen usually have the second biggest glove in the infield, and Lowell needed all of that to make the catch on that line drive.
Had to get up into the air to grab it. And reaction play at third base as Buchholz misses in the dirt. And it's 1-1 to Bautista. Tried to hold up, did he? Yes, according to first base umpire Jim Wolf.
And a good call by the first base umpire on that one. Plenty of room to spare for Bautista.
Downstairs, and it's 3-1. Buchholz at 94 miles per hour. Aaron Hill waiting on deck. 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning. Ball 4, and there's the second walk given up by Buchholz. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. And look at that scoreboard. The Yankees, of course, winning 10-0 today. Tampa Bay beating Detroit 3-1. And again, we just heard about 2-0. Texas on top. The 2 outs. Bautista at first base. Here's Aaron Hill, who takes ball 1 outside. Hill is flied to left and lined out to third base.
Excellent pitch by Buchholz. Goes to the changeup on the 1-0 count. Must have hit Aaron Hill just thinking about a fastball in this situation. Doesn't get it.
Strikeouts, 2 walks so far for Buchholz, who works here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. The starting for Buchholz is 7 innings. And that in a loss against Detroit here at Fenway Park. He was matched up against Justin Verlander that day.
Isn't that the game where Verlander finished up throwing about 99, 100 miles an hour?
That would be that game. It was a getaway day here at Fenway Park. And his velocity was going up as the day went on. The last pitches he threw were about 99. And 70 pitches now for Buchholz with 2 outs here in the 6th inning.
Bautista, 4 steals on the season, has not been caught. Getting some attention from Clay Buchholz. Back-to-back throws to first base.
chopped at third, kind of a tough hop. Lowell with a bobble for a moment, but fires across in time to get Hill. And to end the inning, 5.5 done from Fenway. It's 1-0 Red Sox.
So, get a preview of tomorrow's series finale against Roy Halladay and the Jays. Plus, we'll take a look at the root of the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry with author Marty Appel. It's all coming up tomorrow afternoon at 12:30, only on NESN.
1-0, the Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays as Boston comes to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jason Bay, Mike Lowell, and J.D. Drew to bat in the 6th. He has been on twice without the benefit of a base hit. It's hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning and walked in the 3rd. Ricky Romero gets into the 6th, having given up just 1 run, and this is pitch number 101 on the night for Ricky Romero. And his season high is 118 and right at his average. There's action in the Jays pen. As Jesse Carlson, the left-hander, is up. Casey Jansen, a right-hander. They've been warming for long, just getting started.
Sounds like a long for him. Carlson and Jansen.
That's what skips in for ball 2, 2-1. They were both up in last night's game, and Red Sox coming up with a run late in last night's game after the rain delay. As Jason Bay had tied the game last night, 5-5 with a 2-run shot. Hooks it foul, and it's 2-2 now to Bay. He takes ball 4 and another walk for Jason Bay. He's on base for the 3rd time in tonight's game. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 10th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. And a chilly one out there tonight. As it has cooled off here, the rain very hard in Boston all day today to the late afternoon hours. But starting on time tonight. And so far been precipitation free as there is strike one to Mike Lowell.
It's kind of a day we generally get sometime in April, late April, or late September possibly.
56 degrees. That's a ball and a strike. Good news is supposed to return to 80-degree weather tomorrow for the final game of this series between the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. Last game of the homestand for the Red Sox. And it is to Tampa Bay after an off day on Monday and Chicago for a 4-game series. Fouls it off back into the seats. Nice grab. Some guys kind of nonchalant it, kind of catch it and act like they've been there before. And then some guys stand and wave for a really long time.
This guy's taking advantage of his moment in the sun.
He doesn't want to sit down. It's not over. Little nubber, front of the plate. It's a fair ball. Lowell didn't run initially, and they will throw him out eventually, and they do, as Bay takes second base. Well, here's the catch of the day. This is why he was all fired up. A little bobble there in the beginning, but a big grab. It was D'Angelo's Lobster Nation catch of the day. Find your best catch of the day at D'Angelo. The famous lobster lineup is back and loaded with 100% real lobster. Try the lobster roll, the big stuffed lobster, or the lobster sandwich. Come on, you deserve D'Angelo.
And let that be a lesson too for kids. 2 hands.
Now he's taking phone calls.
Yeah.
Probably his agent. A walk for Jason Bay. Takes second on the ground out, as it turns out. Mike Lowell retired. Runner at second, 1 down. Drew walked in the second, singled in the fourth. He's been on twice.
Once again, they have that shift on J.D. Drew in the infield. I can't recall many teams doing that to Drew.
Toronto did it when we were up in Toronto, but that's about it. This one fouled off. I think Tampa may have done it as well. In scoring position at second base. Red Sox have left 7 men on through the first 5, with the bases loaded in the 3rd inning. Strike 2, and it's 1-2 to Drew. Check swinging a ball away, and it's 2-2.
You've got to tip your cap to Romero tonight. I mean, he hasn't come out here with his best stuff. There's no question about that. Red Sox, especially in the first few innings, had base runners all over the place, but it's still a 1-0 ball game.
Three full count. And he's pitched 8 innings 3 times on the year. Pitch count 115 at the moment, with 1 out here in the 6th inning.
Nothing pitching 8 innings tonight.
No, trying to get through this last inning. Gonzalez, number 9 man, waits on deck. Ball 4, and Drew heads down to first base. Fourth walk given up by Romero, second of the inning, and here comes Cito Gaston. Two walks in the inning, two Red Sox on with one away. Red Sox have a 1-0 advantage as Casey Jansen.
Get your team gear straight from the source. Shop the RedSox.com shop.
Now, new pitcher for the Jays is this called the bullpen is brought to you by your 2010 Fusion Hybrid at your New England Ford dealer. New pitcher is Casey Jansen as he makes an appearance in his 12th game, 2-4 record with a 5.81 earned run average, 341 opponent batting average. Allowed 2 earned runs in his last 5 innings pitched. Since coming back from Las Vegas, he was sent down to AAA at one point. Called on the 13th of August. Comes in with runners at first and second and 1 out. As Gonzalez reached on a fielder's choice in the second, struck out in the fourth. More action behind Jansen as Brandon League has joined Jesse Carlson, lefty and righty up for Toronto Blue Jays. 5 1/3 tonight from their starter Ricky Romero, who's responsible for the 2 men on. Gonzalez up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Jason Bay being waved around. He'll score. The Red Sox lead it 2-0.
Gonzalez, who has been swinging a pretty good bat recently, picks up a big base hit. A 2-1 fastball he takes right back up the middle, right underneath Jansen, and over that second base bag. Jason Bay off on contact. He'll have no problem scoring. Red Sox lead it 2-0.
Well, they bring Jansen in to face the right-hander. He can't get him. They'll go get Carlson to face Jacoby Ellsbury, who's coming up with the Red Sox now on top 2-0. 2-0 Red Sox on top with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. This pitching change is brought to you by Danvers Bank, proud supporter. Things that make sense now open in Central Square, Cambridge, and coming this fall to Waltham and Boston's Back Bay. To learn more, visit danversbank.com. Danvers Bank makes sense. Jesse Carlson, the lefty, brought in to face left-handed hitting Jacoby Ellsbury, making his 58th appearance of the year. 4.89 ERA out of the pen. More hits than innings for Jesse Carlson. He leads the club with 8 holds on the year. His last 5 appearances have been scoreless. They've been an inning each, and 5 innings of scoreless pitching out of the pen for Carlson. Brandon Lee still up. Scott Downs closing games for the Jays, up in the pen now. It's first and second with 1 out, a run in. Ellsbury sprays it foul down the left field line, and it's 0-2. The runner at second base in J.D. Drew is the responsibility of the starter, Ricky Romero, who so far has been charged with 2 runs. And the runner at first, of course, is the responsibility of Casey Jansen. That's Alex Gonzalez. Jansen facing just the one batter and giving up an RBI single. Ellsbury waves at that pitch, badly fooled, and he strikes out for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now, Carlson's tough for left-handers to pick up. He drops down a little bit to the side, and of course, once he gets ahead in the count, doesn't have to throw a strike. Now, Ellsbury looks bad chasing that breaking ball. The heart was there, but the backside wasn't.
Cito Gaston to the mound again to make a pitching change with the Red Sox on top 2-0 with 2 outs in the 6th. It'll be Brandon Lee when we come back to Fenway. Of the Boston Red Sox. The 1 out for Jesse Carlson. He strikes out Jacoby Ellsbury, the only batter he faces. And Brandon Lee comes into the game. 54th appearance, higher run average at 5.43. Well, it's hitting at 269 against League, a hard thrower. He's allowed 9 earned runs in his last 5 innings. And 12 earned runs over his last 10 innings pitched. It's been a bad stretch for Brandon Lee. Comes into the game with 2 outs, runners at first and second. Those runners are Drew at second, Gonzalez at first. And Dustin Pedroia ahead 1-0. And for strike 1. When he throws hard, also know he can be on the wild side. in the dirt outside, and it's 2-1. Plate umpire Phil Culberth wants that baseball back. Gets a new one out there to Brandon Lee. Pedroia tonight has singled twice. First single knocked in the Red Sox first run back in the first inning. Also grounded out to short. Strike and a full count. Couple times tonight, Pedroia thought he had ball 4, but Culberth calls that strike 2. Full count.
Right at the bottom of the strike zone against Dustin Pedroia. 3-2. Runners will be off.
Dre grounds it up the middle. Shortstop McDonald off balance throw. He goes to the plate with it, and having to get back is Drew, and he will just get back. An infield hit rolled. Dustin Pedroia reaches first. McDonald was coming home with it. Drew would have been out if he had kept on going.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's a pretty good play by McDonald, a shortstop. I didn't know what he was going to do with that ball because there was little chance he had to go to first and get Dustin Pedroia. He ends up throwing it home, and J.D. Drew has to hustle to get back to third base. Really, that's the only option that McDonald had. I'm not sure the catcher got a complete grip of that ball right away, because had he done that, he might have been able to get Drew at third base.
So bases loaded, 2 down, and an opportunity here for Victor Martinez. It's now the 19th 3-hit game of the year for Dustin Pedroia. All singles tonight. And a chance here for the Red Sox to grab some more insurance. They're on top 2-0, getting a run so far in this 6th inning. Here's ball 1 outside. And Victor Martinez 2 for 4 against Brandon Lee. Tonight 1 for 3, a single back in the first inning. Bounces in, and Chavez knocks it down 2-0. Ball 3-0.
He starts off Martinez with a couple of splitters, it looks like. Fell behind, tries to get the fastball over. Now running a 3-0 count with the bases loaded.
Strike 1, thought he had ball 4, and it's 3-1.
Very similar to the strike call on Dustin Pedroia a couple of last at bat, just at the bottom of the strike zone.
Bases filled with Red Sox, 2 down in the 6th inning. Ball 4, and he walks in a run. From third base comes J.D. Drew, and the Red Sox lead it 3-0. Victor Martinez will get an RBI as the Red Sox grab 2 runs so far here in the 6th.
Well, Cito Gaston has gone left, right in this inning, and it hasn't worked out for him to this point. Brandon Lee walking in. Another run.
That run is charged to Ricky Romero, the starter. He goes 5 1/3. The book closed on him now. 7 hits, 3 runs, walked 4, struck out 5. He started this inning by walking 2 of the first 3 batters, and both those walks turn into runs. Base is loaded now with 2 outs for Kevin Youkilis, who takes ball 1. For 5 in his career against Brandon Lee. 4 strikeouts. As Chavez out to talk it over with Brandon Lee. Well, Clay Buchholz, it has been another long wait, this time a 28-minute wait. His team has put up a couple of runs so far here in the 6th, and more than that, all the pitching changes. And Buchholz has thrown 71 pitches through the first 6. Youkilis chops it towards third base. Batista will go to first base with it and end the inning. But the Red Sox get a couple of runs, and at the end of 6, 3-0 Boston. It is the 7th inning, and it is 3-0. Red Sox getting 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. And Lynn leading it off. What about Clay Buchholz? Almost half an hour in the Red Sox dugout while his team was collecting 2 runs, and the Blue Jays changed pitchers 3 times. Lynn takes ball 2, 2-0. Only 1 hit through the first 6 innings allowed by Clay Buchholz. Kevin Millar with an infield hit in the 2nd inning. A couple of walks allowed by Buchholz. A walk to Vernon Wells in the 5th. A walk to Jose Batista in the 6th inning. Ground ball towards Justin Pedroia on to first for the first out of the inning.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Get the right auto and home coverage at AmicaCoverage.com. It's the base hit by Alex Gonzalez. Fastball middle down, right back up the middle for the base hit to drive in a run.
One out here in the 7th inning. Lyle Overbay coming up. They grounded out to first base in the 2nd inning. Bounced out to short in the 4th. Fly ball down the left field line. And it'll make its way foul back into the seats.
The 18 of 22 first pitch strikes tonight for Clay Buchholz. Very low pitch count.
Back up the middle and into center field. Getting by Buchholz, sharply hit by Overbay. Yeah, there's the 2nd hit of the night for the Toronto Blue Jays, their first since the 2nd inning.
Actually, it's the first hit of the night because I believe Millar was out at first base, so it didn't go that way. Curveball that time from Buchholz, and Lyle Overbay continues his hitting streak now to 7 games.
So 1 out, 1 on, and Vernon Wells coming up. Headed out to third base in the 2nd. He walked in the 5th. Therefore, strike 1 to Wells. Well, starting of the year for Clay Buchholz, 7 innings. He's got 1 out here in the 7th tonight against the Toronto Blue Jays, a team that he's already beaten twice on the season. Ball for ball 1, 1-1. Oh, 2 strikes to Vernon Wells.
Another very, very good changeup right there from Clay Buchholz. Had a very strong changeup all night long.
Swing and a miss. Strikes out Wells. Back to back that time as he changes up again, and it's 6 strikeouts for Buchholz.
Got another good changeup that's down in the strike zone and has Vernon Wells off balance.
An even 80 now for Clay Buchholz. Just 2 hits allowed, 6 2/3. And it's time to deal with one of the guys who had a hit off him, Kevin Millar. The credit for an infield hit in the 2nd inning. Lined out to left in the 5th, 1 for 2. Badly fooled, and it's 0-1. Staying right with it.
Yeah, badly fooled again, and a changeup. He started Vernon Wells off with a first pitch changeup. He does the same thing to Kevin Millar.
A strike to Millar. Millar will turn 38 at the end of September. First year in Toronto after 3 in Baltimore after leaving the Red Sox after the 05 season. That's a foul, and it's 1-2. Kind of a bounce back year last year. His final year with the Baltimore Orioles, he had 20 home runs and 72 runs batted in. It was the most home runs that he had had since being here in Boston back in 03 when he had 25 home runs in his first year in Red Sox uniform. Knocked in 96 that year. Strikes out. Clay Buchholz back-to-back Ks, 7 in all. It's 7th inning stretch from Fenway, 3-0 Red Sox. And time for Sports Desk Update with Cole Wright. Bottom of the 7th inning, David Ortiz leading it off for the Red Sox on top 3-0. Brandon League is back on the mound for the Jays. And that challenges David Ortiz. A fastball at 95. David tonight has struck out twice and grounded out to second base. He's 0 for 3. Down the count 0-2.
Brandon Lee going to the split-fingered fastball, it looks like, to pick up the second quick strike on Ortiz.
David Ortiz, 34 career home runs against the Blue Jays. Mason Bay waits on deck. Then Mike Lowell to bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox got a run in the first and 2 in the 6th inning and lead it 3-0 as they bat here in the 7th. 2-2. Ricky Romero started the game with 5 1/3. He's charged with all 3 runs the Red Sox have. So Casey Jansen, Jesse Carlson, and now Brandon Lee. Line with a hop to first baseman Lyle Overbay, who takes it himself to the bag to retire David Ortiz for the first out of his 7th inning. Well, there are 3 runs tonight. The Red Sox have now scored 684 runs this season. Speaking of runs scored, earn free coffee, save on gas, and get a chance to score prizes with your Dunkin' card. Go to DunkinDonuts.com/score for full details. No purchase necessary. The promotion ends December 31st, 2009. 1 out here in the 7th inning, and here comes Jason Bay. He was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, walked in the 3rd, walked again in the 6th inning. And then for strike 1, 1-1.
3-time Jason Bay's been on tonight, hit by a pitch and 2 walks. Among the walk leaders in the American League.
Swing and a miss, full badly on that, and strikes out for the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, Moog's the kind of guy that when he gets ahead, he's very tough on. He kind of swings that ball up the home plate. Here he goes to the slide away ahead of Jason Bay and picks up the strikeout.
So ground out and a strikeout, 2 down here in the 7th inning, and Mike Bowl coming up. Oh, a double in the 2nd, since then 2 groundouts. Moog ahead again with strike 1. Which is 6th in the American League in earned run average at 4.32. Leader in earned run average. Only team under 4, the Seattle Mariners, 3.92 earned run average. Oh, the swing and a miss, down 1-2. Strikes out in impressive fashion. Brandon League retires the side in order in the 7th. 3-0 Red Sox on top at the end of 7. Sox on top 3-0. Clay Buchholz pitching into the 8th. As Travis Snyder leads it off and takes strike one. Buchholz has given up just 2 hits over the first 7 innings and struck out 7. He has walked 2 and thrown 85 pitches. There is action for the first time tonight in the Red Sox pen. Hideki Okajima is up. In the Toronto pen, Scott Downs. They have already used 4 pitchers tonight: Romero, Jansen, Carlson, and Lee. Strike 2, and it's 2-2. 94 on the fastball from Buchholz. They're going hard here in the 8th. The Yankees 10-0 winners today. Tampa Bay wins 3-1, and Texas in the 8th, and Minnesota has a 2-0 advantage. Snyder takes ball 3, full count. Beginning the day, the Red Sox with a 2.5 game lead over the Texas Rangers in the American League wild card. There's John McDonald waiting on deck, then Raul Chavez expected here in the 8th for Toronto. Strike 3 call. Travis Snyder not buying it. 8th strikeout for Clay Buchholz.
8 total now, as you mentioned, down for Buchholz, and he's had a great changeup in this game tonight, mixing his pitches up very well to pick up strikeouts. The first one was a jelly legger right there, and then across to the fastball for a strikeout. Had some breaking pitches, sliders for strikeouts, and he's throwing a lot of changeup. Matter of fact, his last 3 strikeouts have been on changeups.
One out here in the 8th inning. And here is John McDonald. He's lined out to third, struck out swinging. And down to the count, 0-1. And there for strike 2, and it's 0-2. With this kind of stuff going, and there's no hitter against the Baltimore Orioles.
I was just going to say that, Don. I think this is the best stuff I've seen him have since that game.
Doing the pieces, McDonald to stay alive. And it's 0-2. Very frustrating beginning to his year. He was dominating at the AAA level with the Pawtucket Red Sox, and was getting kind of frustrated after a while. Month after month kind of passed by, and he saw John Smoltz and others kind of rehab, getting ready for their turn in the starting rotation. He wondered when his would come. And trying to make good as he strikes out. John McDonald, 9 strikeouts for Clay Buchholz, 2 outs in the 8th.
Well, this is a little bit, not put him in the same category, but Pedro Martinez, like his last 4 strikeouts have come on changeups.
Well, nearing 100 pitches now at 95, with 2 outs here in the 8th. And Raul Chavez, the catcher, who has struck out and grounded out. Those pitches that Buchholz has thrown in any outing in Boston this year is 107. That was in 5 2/3 against the A's in a no decision here at Fenway Park. It's 1-1.
There's that changeup again. It's almost like he could walk up to home plate right now and tell them, I'm going to throw you a changeup, and they wouldn't be able to hit it.
Moves it away in the fastball, and it's 2-1. One more with the Blue Jays. Red Sox will have Monday off, and then it's to Tropicana Field. Chavez defending the plate, sends it down the right field line. JD Drew on the run to make the catch. On the dirt of the track for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 eighth and out. 3-0 Red Sox lead. Back at Fenway Park with the game summary is brought to you by Comcast. Red Sox would score in the first inning. Dustin Pedroia with Jacoby Ellsbury at third base singles to drive in his 57th run of the year. And the pitchers kind of took over for a while. Ricky Romero is living very dangerously through the first 3 innings, but settled down to give them 5 and a third. He ends up giving up 3 runs total. And tonight, Clay Buchholz has been outstanding. He has given up just 2 hits through the first 8 innings and has 9 strikeouts. Clay Buchholz and the Red Sox enjoy a 3-0 advantage as they come to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Buchholz at 99 pitches in his outing as he gets ready, it appears, for the 9th. JD Drew will lead it off against the new Toronto pitcher. Their closer Scott Downs into the game as he appears in his 38th game of the year. 1-3 record, 3.22 earned run average. For Downs, he's 9 out of 12 in save situations this season. Comes in with his team trailing 3-0 just to get some work tonight. Drew has been aboard 3 times, walking twice and singling. Inside, and it's 2-2. Voracek receiving a call down there. Let's see if somebody is going to get up. Scott getting the instructions as ground ball right side. The shift is on. It's John McDonald, the shortstop, who throws out J.D. Drew for the first out of the inning. Stay with Nesson immediately following the game for W.B. Mason's extra innings with TC, Jim, and Heidi. With up-to-the-minute highlights from the American League wildcard race. You'll get post-game comments from manager Terry Francona on Buchholz's start. Plus, we'll hear from the players in the Red Sox clubhouse uncut. It's all coming up right after the game. One out in the eighth. And Alex Gonzalez is 1 for 3 with an RBI. As he takes strike one. Scott Down spending time on the DL. Went on the DL on August 2nd. Re-aggravating the left toe injury that he had been battling throughout the season. Of course, the Toronto Blue Jays had a great closer in B.J. Ryan for a while, but he went down with Tommy John surgery, came back, not been the same, and then was released.
His velocity really dropped after that surgery.
It's never quite the same. Fouls it off, hangs it 0-2.
Gonzalez had a big hit back in the 6th inning to drive in the second run of the night for the Red Sox. Ground ball up the middle.
Vaughn Rodriguez has homered for the Rangers. His second go around in Texas, and the Rangers now have a 3-0 advantage in that game. 1-2. Gonzalez goes and strikes out. 2 down in the 8th. First strikeout for Scott Downs.
Breaking ball this time from Downs. Gonzalez cannot check the swing. And it's actually the home plate umpire, Fielding Colbreth, that makes the call. Doesn't need help from the first base umpire.
9 strikeouts tonight for Toronto Blue Jays pitching. 2 down in the 8th. And here's Jacoby Ellsbury. Looking ahead to the top half of the 9th inning for the Jays, Batista, Hill, and Lynn. It is the top 3 hitters in the Toronto order. And no action in the Red Sox pen. Clay Buchholz trying to go all the way. Two and 1 to Jacoby Ellsbury. Spins him back out of the way, and it's 3 and 1. I want to send along happy birthday wishes to Ann Johnson, the wife of our center field cameraman Matt Johnson. And a happy birthday wish to Jerry Narachi, mom of our great director Mike Narachi. Here's Matt Johnson working tonight. 3-1 fouled off. Full count to Jacoby Ellsbury with 2 outs here in the 8th. one out towards deep right center field. Vernon Wells heading back towards the triangle. And it will hop into the triangle. 420 marker. Ellsbury heading for third base. And he will get there standing with a triple. Even rounded it as he sends it to the deepest part of the ballpark here at Fenway.
Yeah, once that ball stayed in play out at the 420, you immediately start to think about the possibility of an inside the park home run. Vernon Wells had to really hustle to get back there, get that ball back in toward the infield, and hold Ellsbury at third base. Any kind of bobble at all, and he would be able to score. Kobe hit that ball a long way.
So he's at third base with 2 down, and Dustin Pedroia gets his 5th at bat of the night. He has 3 hits in 4 tries and an RBI. All the hits are singles. Outside for ball 2, 2-0. Martinez waiting on deck. Red Sox trying to grab another run here with 2 outs in the 8th, and Jacoby Ellsbury at third base. There's ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk. Pedroia down to first base and on base for the 4th time tonight. That's the 6th walk given up by Cito Gaston's pitching staff on the night. Victor Martinez has been on base twice tonight, a single and a walk. In the dirt, nice play by Chavez, and he's made many tonight.
He really has, in particular earlier in the ball game when Romero was pitching, blocking a lot of breaking balls in the dirt just like that.
Strike it, it's 1-1 to Victor Martinez. Brown's got 2 quick outs here in the 8th. He got Drew to ground out short. Alex Gonzalez struck out, but a triple by Ellsbury. Then he walks Pedroia on 4 pitches. So first and third, 2 down. And ball 2 to Martinez. Three and one. Ellsbury at third base, Pedroia at first base, 2 down in the 8th. and a full count now.
Victor Martinez had 3 quick runs on his mind with that swing. 3-1 fastball, fouls it straight back.
Martinez grounds one right side, diving as Hill at second base gets up and throws out Victor Martinez to end the innings. The Red Sox take a 3-0 lead to the ninth. The Subaru dealers of New England and by Southwest Airlines. Clay Buchholz trying to go all the way here. 99 pitches as he takes the hill for the 9th inning. There is action behind him in the pen. Hideki Okajima was up earlier in the game, and Jonathan Papelbon up for the first time. Jose Bautista to start the 9th. Strike 1 to Bautista. He struck out, flied out, and walked. Last complete game for Clay Buchholz. 25 starts in between. It was his no-hitter. September 1st of 2007. And trying to get the complete game effort here tonight. With a 3-0 advantage and pitching in the 9th. Bautista takes strike 2. Look out. That breaking ball missing up over his head, and it's 2-2.
Quite a few of those in this series. Breaking balls that don't break and end up over the head of the hitter.
Full count to the leadoff hitter in the 9th. Aaron Hill, Adam Lind to follow. On the ground up the middle and into center field, a base hit for Jose Bautista to start the 9th. And just the 3rd hit of the night for the Toronto Blue Jays of Clay Buchholz. Bautista keeps it going here for the Jays. Red Sox trying to get another run in the 8th inning, couldn't do it. They left Ellsbury at third base. We'll see how big that is. As Aaron Hill bats here with runner at first and nobody out. Swing and a miss. That's been working all night.
Sure has, Don. Working to not only on the first pitch to get ahead of hitters, but also as a strikeout pitch for him.
Pitch number 107 of the night for Clay Buchholz. And it's lined to short. Gonzalez thought about it, but took a look and realized he had no play at first. But reels in the line drive off the bat of Aaron Hill. One down in the ninth.
Now, there have been a few of those hit tonight, too. Remember Mike Lowell very early in the ball game with a line drive. And now, Alex Gonzalez with the backhanded play in the line drive.
Here comes Terry Francona with one out. The pitching change from Fenway Park, and what a marvelous night for Clay Buchholz. At first base, but 2 walks, 9 Ks, 107 pitches. An outstanding effort as Hideki Okajima takes over his 59th appearance. He was in the game last night and picked up his 5th win. He's 5-0, 2.68 earned run average, his 219 opponent batting average. And against lefties on the year, Okajima holding left-handed batters to just a 160 batting average. And he's facing Adam Lind, a lefty, with 1 out here in the ninth. To left center field, and this is trouble as it gets down to the track and the wall. Batista Racing is going to try and score. And he will score the first Toronto Blue Jays run of the night. It's an RBI double for Adam Lind. The run is charged to Clay Buchholz, who ends up giving up a run in 8 1/3.
The fans here are booing because they wanted Clay Buchholz to stay in the ball game, but it makes sense. I thought, he had the leadoff base hit in the inning, then the line drive out. You got 2 lefties coming up, and Okajima coming into the game. but Adam Lynn finds the gap. And at second base now, 3-1 ball game. Papelbon, of course, loosen that ball in the bullpen. He'll be in, if I would imagine, if stays Vernon Wells.
So Lind at second base. Lyle Overbay, the batter. He's got a hit tonight, 1 for 3. Strike one over the outside corner. Just 1 for 11 in his career against Hideki Okajima. Hook to right and a base hit for Overbay. They're going to try and score Lind, and no throw, and it's a one-run game. Blue Jays not going quietly, and now within a run.
And Okajima not getting the job done. Gets called upon to get 2 left-handers out. Can't get either one of them out. And now Francona's got to go to Papelbon.
Complexion of this one has changed in a hurry. We step aside. The pitching change from Fenway. And the Jays plus Ramiro hits the streets of Red Sox Nation to get thoughts on the week that was. It's all coming up after the game on NESN. Now this one has gotten interesting here in a hurry. Red Sox had a 3-0 advantage coming into this inning. The Blue Jays get 2 in the top of the 9th. And now the Red Sox have to bring in their closer, Jonathan Papelbon, to make his 55th appearance of the year. 1.96 earned run average. He is 31 out of 34. And for Papelbon, he was able to pick up that 31st save of the year last night when an inning and gave up 2 hits, ended up striking out the side. And pressed into service here with 1 out in the 9th inning. And the tying run standing at first base in Lyle Overbay. Vernon Wells coming up. Okajima not getting the job done. Wells 3 for 16 in his career against Papelbon. One run charge to Buchholz, 1 run charge to Okajima. Okajima responsible for Overbay at first base. Wells pops it up. Foul ground. Back comes Martinez. Makes the catch, and there's 2 down in the 9th. That was easy enough. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Well, Vernon Wells not waiting around. He pretty much knew he was going to get a fastball on that very first pitch. Takes his swing, but pops it up to the catcher. Martinez goes back to the screen. He's got about 5 feet to spare.
Now Kevin Millar, who is 1 for 7 in his career against Papelbon. Two outs, 9th inning. Overbay at first base. Ball 1 away. Papelbon working back-to-back nights. That's in a breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike. 1-1. Overbay, the tying run at first base, 2 down, 9th inning. A 1-1 to Millar. On the corner for strike 2, and it's 1-2.
95 on that last fastball from Papelbon.
The 1-2 pitch. Millar pops it up back at third. Gonzalez and Lowell. Mike Lowell calls and catches. Out number 3. The Red Sox win. Papelbon comes on to get the final 2 outs of the 9th inning. And the Red Sox have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game series. Great outing tonight for Clay Buchholz. 8 in the 3rd, giving up the 1 run as the Red Sox hold on to win 3-2 as they out-hit the Blue Jays 10-5, and the Red Sox grab their 75th win of the year. WB Mason's extra innings is right around the corner, but stay with us. We'll be back at Fenway right after this.